Okay, so for today, I'm reconstituting my NAD, which only has 100 milligram of NAD in it. But since I don't think I have enough for my injection today, maybe I do, but still I can put it in the refrigerator. This is my other one from the refrigerator. And today I'm also reconstituting glutathione. Now, glutathione is going to take a lot more water, okay? So the water is going to be sodium, bacteriostatic sodium chloride. Okay, so I have cleaned my hands, and I cleaned the surface of my reconstituting board. And I am going to open the pad, alcohol pad, and then I just use a tweezer to pop the cap off. There we go. So I am going to clean the top of the NAD. Okay. And I'm going to clean, let me see, the top of my backwater. I'm not sure it has enough backwater in it, but if I use it up, it's okay. I've got another one. Okay. So I am doing 1 milliliter of water into 100 milligrams of NAD because I take 50 and it's only going to give me 2 doses. So I am going to use a reconstitution syringe, which is this one. Oh, wait a minute. It is this one. Yes, this one. It's a bigger needle, okay? I believe. Because one of them I'm using for my IM injection, okay? Intramuscular injection. So I'm just going to peel this back a little bit, as you see. This is the lawyer lock. And I'm going to open the syringe. And this one has the lock on it, as you see. Okay. This one does not have a lock on it. But it does take the needle. Okay. So this is the one I will no doubt use for the injection and this one for reconstitution. So I cleaned my hands. I'll take that off. I will attach this reconstitution needle right onto, stick that on there, snap it on tight or screw it on tight, and there we have the 3 milliliter reconstitution syringe with the needle. Now, I'm going to pull this back to 1 milliliter because I need 1 milliliter of backwater. And I will clean the top of this backwater again just in case. So here it is. Okay. Pop this off, and you see this is a pretty long needle. Okay. And I'm going to put this into the backwater. And I'm going to hopefully draw out 1. I'm going to come out. I don't see anything coming out. Hang on. Push that back in. Let's see. Okay, this water doesn't want to cooperate today. but there is water in here, trust me. I see air going in. You can see the bubbles. Okay, I am going to draw that back out. I am trying to get the needle to the end of that that little stopper so that it'll draw every bit of what I've got left in this vial. And finally, it's dripping out. Okay, so I might pull the needle down a little bit more. There we go. Turn it so I can see the number. Okay, I've got more to go. Whoops. Kind of just pulled all the way out. I don't know why. Let's see, there's a little more water in here. And I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make it to the one. Try and get that water down there. Push that air back in. Pull back out. Oh, got a few more drips. I'm getting there. Try and push that water over a little bit. Try and get it into the stopper. Oh, there's another drip. Oh, I'm at 1, but I've got a big bubble, so that's not going to work. So I probably need to open my other vial. Not quite making 1 milliliter. Let's see. Okay. I have about 75 units, so I need 25 more. I'm going to have to put in from the other vial. Okay. As you see, it's no longer dripping. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put the cap on this needle. Okay. And where's my other backwater? Okay, I have another backwater right here. Let me turn this down so you can see. I'm going to pop this lid off. This one's a little harder. Oh, okay. Kind of broke the metal on that one. I'll fix that later and cut it off. Okay, now I am going to sterilize this. Okay, I am going to add more backwater to my syringe. Okay. I'm going to pull this back some more. I'm going to put it in here and quickly turn it upside down so that I'm only getting water. I'm going to push air into it to get the rest of my extra water I need for this reconstitution. Okay. All right. I think. Here we go. Whoops. There goes all the air. Here comes the water. And if I go a little bit below that 1, I'm happy because there's usually a bubble in there. Okay, so you see in this 3 milliliter syringe, I have about a little bit more than 1 milliliter of water, which is okay. All right, now I'm going to take my NAD vial, again, 100 milligram, and put 1 milliliter, this 1 milliliter of bacteriostatic water into the vial. I've sterilized the top again. Push this, try and get it right in the center. There we go. And now I'm just tipping this, and you see that the syringe is moving all by itself to add the water to the NAD. Okay, and I usually kind of just turn the bottle as I go. Okay. And that's 1 milliliter. And you see it's still, I'm going to put the cap back on this. There we go. And I'm going to roll this vial and get it all mixed. Swirl it a little bit, see if that works. Trying to get those spots. You still see those spots in there. To try and get those to dissolve. Okay, might just let it stand for a little while I reconstitute the glutathione. Still rolling it. I have to roll it some more. Whoops. All right. I know they say that these peptides are really fragile, but I've heard that they're not as fragile as what they say. I'm going to let this stand for a little while. Let this dissolve some more, because you got to get it all dissolved. It's getting there, but it's not quite there. Okay. So, in the meantime, I am going to take my cap and close my new water temporarily until I can fix the metal on the top, which I cut off. But I'm going to close it for right now. There we go. Put that aside. And I'm going to get my 30, I have a 30 milliliter of bacteriostatic sodium chloride that I'm using right now for the glutathione, so it doesn't sting so much. However, I am going to buy the glutathione transport water when I get to the bigger vials of glutathione, and I heard that that will burn a whole lot less. So I'm going to open up a new alcohol pad. Okay. All right. Here's the alcohol pad. I'll open that up. Take that out. Okay. I'm going to pop my little lid off of the sodium chloride, bacteriostatic sodium chloride. Okay. Then, I do have some glutathione left over, but it's not going to be enough for my shot today, which is going to go in the thigh on an intramuscular injection. Okay. So I'm going to take my needle just going to clean it because it only had the bacteriostatic water on it. And now I'm doing bacteriostatic sodium chloride. Now for this, I will need 4 milliliters. So I've pulled this all the way back to 3 milliliters so far. I'm going to put that into my vial. This is a 30 milliliter vial. I'll push that down. I'm going to turn it upside down and start drawing the bacteriostatic sodium chloride into this vial. I know it's kind of close up, but I tried to make this so I could be comfortable since I have an interview coming up and it's all online. That's why I'm all gussied up and changed. So I'm going to move this camera back just a bit, okay, so you can see. There we go. I'll pull that back. All the way back. And I used to do the glutathione with bacteriostatic water, but it does sting a little bit more. I know that GHKCU also stings, and I am still looking for something that might not make it sting so much, but this is also going to stand out for at least a half hour before I inject to get it at room temperature, because I'll be injecting 200 units of this. Okay, so this is 3 milliliters. Okay, push that back up. There we go. Okay, 3 milliliters of bacteriostatic chloride, sodium chloride. Now, where did my alcohol pad go? Okay, it's right here. I'm going to get my glutathione, and I'm going to pop the lid off of that. This glutathione usually comes 1,500. This one is only 400 though, so it'll only be 2 injections out of this vial. But you can see how much powder's in here. Okay. All right. So I'm going to inject this, and I need 1 more milliliter of water in this one. So let's see. This is going all by itself. It's pulling real slowly. I got a bubble in there, but that's okay because I'm only injecting the vial. So sometimes I like to turn the vial while I'm doing this, so it'll catch all that powder and it may reconstitute a whole lot easier. I keep all these in the freezer until I'm ready to reconstitute, but I found out that Tesamorelin doesn't need to be in the freezer. But right now I'm on Epimorelin and not Tesamorelin. So I'm just reconstituting this one. I almost have the 3 milliliter is almost in there now. Then I'm going to let it settle. There we go. And I'm going to draw out another milliliter of bacteriostatic sodium chloride. Okay. Clean that off again. I know a lot of people don't do that, but I do. Okay. I'm going to push this back in here. Going into the same vial. Push that air in there and pull out don't want to pull out. Sometimes these are really hard to pull. I don't know why.